Don't worry, dude. Everything will be fine when Jack changes the future. Or the past. One of those.
Hurley, he's taking care of Saeed, who is pretty much bleeding to death. And on another part of the island, a bomb blows up. And that pretty much is where we left off. And that's right where we're coming back as well. This season is definitely going to call back to a lot of previous seasons in many ways, that there will be things that will remind you of things that happened in the past. I know they've wanted to get some kind of closure to the Libby story in the past, but after a while it's like, listen, don't hold your breath on the Libby story because it looks like, you know, we're not going to get to it, and then now we are, so it's pretty exciting for me. The scene where Hurley kisses Libby on the cliff, it's a great scene, memorable. I'm not the go-to guy for a romantic role usually. Being a romantic lead is not usually an opportunity guys like me get. So it was, you know, it was great to do.
Hey! What's your name? Jack!
I have a lot of favorite scenes. I mean, to pick one is really hard. But I will say, I loved the first time I'm running away from the plane wing as it's exploding behind me and I'm diving out into the sand. When I read that in the script, I got scared because this is like an action movie scene. I've never done that before. I'm nervous about that, and I was like talking to Matthew Fox. I said, listen, I don't want to mess this up. Like, when it blows up, do we dive like they do in the movies? I mean, do people do that? Is that really what happens? And J.J. Abrams gets on his megaphone and he's like, okay, and when you hear the boom, I want you to dive out into the sand. And we're like, yeah, and we're high-fiving each other that we get to do that.
You okay?
Loss is going to be a hard thing to follow. So I'm prepared to take a little time, if I have to, for the right thing to come along. We have this inkling that we know we're going to be sad soon, but we're not in a hurry to get to that point just yet, and we're having a lot of fun.